Intersys is a major employer and pacesetter company for the United Way of Ellis County. Each year, Intersys encourages all their employees to engage in different fundraising events in the community to benefit United Way agencies. Additional community involvement includes food drives for the local food bank, Adopt a Spot cleanup, and participation in numerous local civic organizations. Intersys, a great place to work, a partner of the community.
The United Way of Ellis County on Eagle Community Television is brought to you by Intersys, Hayes Med, Insurance Planning Incorporated, and Eagle Communications.
Jason Rao, Executive Director of the United Way, with you again today to meet another high-impact program supported through your donations to the United Way. But before we meet our agency, I wanted to just take a minute to say thank you for helping us meet our goal. And now that the new year has switched over, we have started all of our programs, and we are well underway to helping this year's clients in need.
Hello, I'm Karen Schuler. I'm the treasurer with PACT, Parents and Children Together, an agency that's funded by United Way. And change starts here.
Karen, thank you for joining us today. I'm really excited to let our audience know about PACT because unlike a lot of our other agencies, PACT isn't an agency with a big building downtown that everybody sees when they drive by. This is an agency that kind of goes under the radar, but you guys do a lot of great things. So we want to make sure we let everybody know all of the great stuff you get to do. Why don't you start with telling us about what PACT is, the kind of stuff you do, and a little bit about the history.
All right. I consider PACT truly a grassroots organization, and PACT stands for Parents and Children Together. It's actually a committee of the Ellis County Coalition for the Prevention of Child Abuse. That group was started back in the 70s with some state and federal funding that came available, but it's pretty well known now as PACT, and the focus is providing parenting classes. I got involved with PACT about 20 years ago, and one of the classes at that time that we were teaching was called Love and Logic. Just helping, the goal is if we can help parents to be more skillful, better parents, obviously it's going to be better for the kids, the outcome will be better for the kids, and yes, well, the basic goal is to prevent child abuse. Love and Logic looked at effective discipline, again, enhancing parenting skills. Right now we have a class we offered that's based on conscious discipline by Becky Bailey, who is very well known in that field. That's called 10 Steps to Positive Parenting. We usually have those classes available once or twice in the spring and then again in the fall.
So can you tell us a little bit about what does conscious discipline mean? What exactly is the theme of that class?
You know, I don't facilitate that class. There's a different one I facilitate, so I can't give you a lot of information on it, but it does focus more on early childhood. And in recent years, the focus in educating parents as well as schools or anybody is on early childhood, because we know that the better situation we can provide for very young children, it's going to give them the ability to grow into a good student at school, and then eventually, hopefully, you know, a good responsible adult. So the focus of the classes is on, again, effective discipline, effective interactions with your child, good communication, that sort of stuff. There's other classes that we've offered in the past. If you go back 20 years, the focus was more on self-esteem. That was a word we heard a lot. Now we kind of take that for granted, that term. And now you hear the term social and emotional development a lot more. In fact, schools even have curriculum on social and emotional development. And there again, the focus is more on young children, helping them to understand their emotions, anger. You know, it's okay to be angry. Everybody's angry, or we all experience that. It's what you do with it. You don't kick the dog. You maybe throw a pillow or something like that. how to communicate with your child, and again, looking at effective discipline, the effective use of timeouts, even teaching parents how to play with their children so that it's a learning experience.
About how often do you guys offer this class? Is it something that you have to wait until the new class begins, or is it kind of a modular where you can come in at any time?
The 10 steps is 4 to 5 weeks, just depending on how it goes. You really have to start with the first week and go through it. Occasionally we have people who need to get in maybe somewhere in the middle, and we don't encourage that because you really need to be there for the whole thing. But however, it is offered in both the spring and the fall, and depending on the numbers and the funding, occasionally we're able to offer one in the summer.
All right. So when you start thinking about the future, what's sort of the future for PACT?
You know, actually, it's very challenging because PACT has been a group that's purely run by volunteers, and there's probably been a handful of us who have tried to keep it going and tried to keep these parenting classes available. And let me tell you, we get calls from people that want to attend from Great Bend, Salina, Hill City, because this is not readily available. So we really offer something unique here in Hays. Again, it's, having the funding, and we wouldn't be able to do it without United Way. That's all there is to it. It's also kind of a challenge to have the qualified people to teach the classes. It's not something that a lot of people want to put that extra time into. Fortunately, right now we have 2 really good instructors for our 10 Steps to Positive Parenting. They're involved with Head Start, Early Childhood Connections, and do a really great job.
So if somebody out there knows someone who, a young kid who is pregnant, or maybe even not a young kid, somebody who's pregnant for the first time, and they think, this would be a really great class for them, how do they get a hold of you to find out about more information?
The best way to do that is to contact Dana Stanton. She's with the school district, and her phone number is Hays number 623-2400. Along with that, we are on a website that's called haysparents.com, and on that website is a lot of information about parenting classes, schedules, a lot of tips for parents, information about local services, and there are some other parenting classes available other than PACT now, which is great. We really like that that's happening. So all of that is listed on that website. All
right, well, fantastic. Thanks for joining us today, Karen.
The United Way of Ellis County on Eagle Community Television is brought to you by Intersys, Hays Med, Insurance Planning Incorporated, and Eagle Communications.
Choosing the right home may take months. Decorating it perfectly may take years. Leaving it every day just takes complete confidence in both your home and auto insurance.
Allied Homeowners and Auto Insurance, a nationwide company, on your side.
See Sue May at Insurance Planning, 3006 Broadway in Hays. As a major employer and paysetter company, Hays Med leads the way in United Way support each year. Community involvement for Hays Med also takes many other forms, from monthly blood screenings to providing free drive-through flu vaccinations to helping citizens be healthier through the Kickstart Weight Loss Program. Hays Med remains unwavering in support of the local and regional communities it serves. That is one constant on which everyone can rely. Hays Med, a constant in our community.